Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start. I want to say thank you. For those of you that are joining us, this is live with the Organizer Coach that we offer on Tuesdays, usually the second and fourth Tuesday of each month. And we have a very special guest with us tonight. I'm really excited about this. He is one of our NAPO DFW business partners. But in addition to that, he's also, he serves a grapevine area with his company, Junk Luggers. And I'm going to introduce you here in just a few minutes. And Raj is going to explain all about his company. And the exciting thing about this is we have a wonderful event coming up at the end of the month that we're going to be talking about. But more importantly is the impact of this free community event. And thanks to Raj and his foresight in offering this to the communities, it's a wonderful, wonderful gift. So again, I just want to say thank you for joining the Organizer Coach. I'm Tammy O'Neill. I'm the owner and founder of the Organizer Coach. And you can find me on the web at theorganizercoach.com, or you can contact me at 304-834-5678. I respond to all forms of communication. And so this month, we're talking about transformation, okay? And this is exciting because our guest speaker helps us with that transformation. And so working with the clients in their homes, and they're clearing out stuff that they want to get rid of. And so this is where this is exciting, because this is where Raj and his company can really help you. You don't have to worry about all the stress is removed. So I'm going to introduce our special guest speaker, and this is Raj. He is the owner of Junk Luggers, and he is going to share with you about his company, what he does, and then we're going to get into a little bit about how Raj and I, when we work together, how we can help you and what the benefits are. Okay?
Thank you very much for the introduction, Tammy. Really appreciate it. Hello and good evening to everyone. Thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity to share what we do and how we can help all of your customers. I run a franchise called Junk Luggers in Grapevine, Irving, and Denton. So we cover all of Tarrant County, Denton, and basically parts of northern Fort Worth as well. It's part of a larger franchise called Junk Luggers, and we have two other owners who are covering the Dallas City as well as Collin County. So between the three of us, we cover the entire DFW Metroplex area. Junk Luggers mission. A bit about the company, so it was founded in 2004, and right now we are, it's one of the fastest growing franchise in the country, and it is now in over 38 states and 130 territories. The mission of the company is very, very simple. So it is to provide eco-friendly junk and furniture removal service to corporate as well as residential customers alike. And how we go about doing it is by donating, recycling, and supporting local charities. So I know many of the junk removal services say this thing, but it's a mission of this company, and particularly it gives me great joy in saying that so we do a lot of it. So we have been in existence. I launched this franchise in Grapevine, Irving, and Denton in the month of November, and we have been in existence for 4 months. And I can proudly say that almost 40 to 50% of like whatever we get. Like, so we try to donate, recycle, or support local charities. So that's a proud thing. And recently we did like a large office clean out where we collected 130 plus chairs during the snowstorm couple of weeks back. Even during the snowstorm, we took effort to donate almost every one of those chairs by like so sending a blast to all of our Grape Point chamber members, as well as like so all our networks. And even we helped South Lake Middle School in like so getting some of the chairs, much needed chairs for the teachers, like so which they were not able to do because of budget constraints and all that stuff. So it's been a fantastic journey so far, and I have been very, very happy that we are partnering with successful people like Tammy and all of you to make sure that the mission reaches, and we are helping folks in the larger Metroplex area.
Well, we're thrilled about it, Raj, because, and with my clients who are always asking, well, how am I going to get rid of this stuff? And so it's wonderful that we have, and I love it that we have the business partners that are accessible to us, but in addition to that, I love what you said about the eco-friendly and the community impact. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
So typically what we do is like, so even when we load, like, so we make it a mission to sort out like, so everything that we are collecting from customers, residents, as well as like, so commercial customers in orders. That way, like, so we know when we get in, we look at like the items and make sure we sort it out into things that can be donated, things that can be recycled, and then trash goes in the end. And what we do is like, so we do a lot of donation with like Grace and other partners like Goodwill and Salvation Army and all that. So we reach out like, so as soon as like, so we load the items in the truck, we immediately one of the navigators like start calling all these centers, and like we have a operations manager, operations lead, or who knows about like what has been collected as well, and then like they start making calls to local charities to understand like, so who will be able to take. In this COVID times, one of the problems is like, so everybody is not accepting all the items, so it takes a bit of trial and error, like to make sure that we find the right home for the furniture and other stuff that people want to discard, like, and that's the process that we use for doing it. And some of the items that we think are should go to landfill, like, so for example, e-waste is a classic one where we think many of the cords, like, so we accumulate so many wires over a period of time and we throw it into the junk. So we can actually recycle most of them and keep it out of the landfill. So that's something that we do it very, very religiously. And we have storage facilities, like, so which we use. We are looking for a warehouse as well, where we can collect all the materials that we get from folks and make sure we sort it out, and then essentially ensure that items that can be recycled goes to the recycle pile, and only as a last resort, we take it to the land.
I think that's great, because we can't be on this world forever, right? We're going to run out of space at some time. So I love the fact that your company is eco-friendly, and that your company takes that time to call around and find the charitable donations also. I love that fact, because if we can recycle in that way, that's also a bonus.
Yeah.
And then so tell me walk us through the process, Raj. So I'm working with a client and we have a clean out and I contact you to come. So do we have to have it a certain way, arranged a certain way in the garage or the yard, or how does that work?
Actually, I'm glad you asked, right? Like, so you shouldn't lift a finger. So our motto is to provide white glove service. And when we say white glove, like, so typically we connote it to be like a high price item. No, it is not. Like, we are very, very affordable. And um, what we do is like, so as soon as like, so you will call into the call center, or like, so you will call me or one of the franchise owners, and then set up an appointment. It'll be a 2-hour window. We will come in during that window, and then you will point at the items that needs to be removed. We will go through the items, and then we will come up with a price estimate. Let me take a minute to explain how the pricing works. Um, the price we price based on the volume of items that needs to be hauled away that will fit in a truck. Like, so our truck can approximately hold 16 washing machines. Think of it in that manner. And our minimum, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. And it's like, think of a 1-bedroom house, like fully furnished house. We can like, so haul it off in like, so one go. What we do is like, so we price based on the volume, and like, so the minimum starts at 110, and then it goes up in small increments. Our half truck is 400, and after that it goes into smaller increments. Like, so our full truck is 625. So and it is not the cheapest. Like, so the reason being, I will be upfront, we are not the cheapest player in the market. The reason is that like, so we do it in an eco-friendly and caring way. So it takes time and energy from us to ensure that like, so we go and sort it out, and then make sure that like things can be kept out of landfill. So that takes a bit of energy from us, and that's the reason like, so why it's not the cheapest in the market. But we will give the price estimate once, depending on the volume of items to be hauled away. Once you are comfortable with the price, we will immediately do the job. So, and for some of the commercial clients and large jobs, we will come in and then do a price estimate. We will agree on a price, and then like, so we will schedule the appointment to at a future date, like whenever you want it to be items to be hauled away, and we will come in and do the job. So if I may take 30 more seconds, like, so we operate with like simple principle of parts. Keep this in mind. Price guarantee. So whenever we commit to a price, we come in, look at the items, and then give you a price. The price will never go up. So after we load the items, if it is we quote for half truck and it is full truck, we are not going to charge full truck. Like, so whatever we quoted, that will be the price. It can go down. Like, so if it is we quoted for half truck and it is quarter truck, we will reduce the price as well, like which we have done in instances. That is one. Number two, on time arrival. So if we are late by half hour, we will give you a discount, like without even no questions asked. Like, so without even asking, we will give you the discount. And in the 4 months of existence that we have been around, we have always been on time. Like, so I am very proud to say that, because I respect others' time, and I want others to respect my time as well. So I take it very, very seriously. Third is donation receipts. We take this very, very seriously. So we take time to donate, and within 14 business days, we will send the donation receipts to you guys, to the customers. And then the fourth is like, so satisfaction. We strive for 100% customer satisfaction. There are times like, so when we are not able to meet it, but like, so we will try to, even if we have some unfortunate situation, we try to make sure that we follow up and then correct it. So that's our character.
Wonderful. I love that. Again, it's that community impact that you really strive for that. And Raj, I got to tell you, this is a big beef of mine too. So I love it that you're timely. I've worked with clients when we're scheduling different vendors, and other vendors or other service providers haven't shown up, and they don't bother to contact me, or they show up and they're 2 and 3 hours late. And again, they don't contact me. So I appreciate the fact that you are customer centric. And I know that by working with you. So I love that. And then so in working with my clients, we can, and I love the fact too that we don't have to lift a finger. We can get it, we can set the stage for junk luggers to come and pick up, and then we can wash our hands and go about our business and finish our organizing. Love that. It's like a turnkey event there.
Yep.
So speaking of which, and this is always a great segue to go into this, this month has been about what I take a theme for each month, and during the month is transformation. And during the March, all the changes that are coming about. Spring is just around the corner, and so I want Raj, if you will share with us this exciting event that's coming up Saturday, March the 26th. So if you'll share that with us and tell us how you created this event, and I'm honored to be part of it. So thank you.
So absolutely. So, and it is not my brainchild. So I will be upfront. So we are a part of franchise, and they have done it in other places. So I won't take credit for it, creating the event per se, but bringing it to Grapevine. And so I am glad I have the opportunity to bring it to Grapevine, Irving and Denton. So it's a community event, which we are trying to organize, where, as I mentioned, one of the things that we often overlook is e-waste, electronics that we accumulate over a period of time, old cell phones, printers, wires of all sorts, computers, our desktops, which we have gotten in 1990s, which is sitting in attic, and we will never use it. But it is there, and it is sitting there in the attic for the next 15 years, if we don't throw it away, right? So for us, and some of the times, so we forget that it shouldn't go to landfill, and we just throw it in our garbage, and it is just bad for the environment. So what we are trying to do here is to raise the awareness, and before the Earth Day, we wanted to provide a service to the community. So what we are doing here specifically is to ensure that we collect e-waste from all the residents and commercial clients in Grapevine, Irving, and Denton. And so we want to make it a community event. So we are partnered with Tammy, and we are very proud to do that. We have another professional organizer from NAPO DFW, Tiara, who has joined us as well. And there is a realtor company, Wine Realty, and also Farmers Insurance, so Jason Allen from Farmers Insurance. So all of us have joined together to put together this community event. And what we are going to do is on 26th of March, Saturday, we are going to be in Grapevine Chamber of Commerce in Wine Street for between 12:30 and 4:30. And basically, we will have both our trucks to collect e-waste, and Tammy will send it in this at the end of this event, so the flyers as well. There are some items which we cannot collect, but we will send you the list of items that we will be able to collect from e-waste standpoint. We want to collect and make sure that we recycle it for all of you guys, free of charge. So it's basically free of charge for the residents, and it is a community event. So we are going to have refreshments, and we are working to have ice check as well for a few hours. So we just want everyone to come and do the right thing to the society by donating the e-waste, as well as have some refreshment on us, and then enjoy it with us, right? So that's what we are trying to do. And just a benefit that I want to talk about, we have done this type of events multiple times, not from my franchise, but others in the Dallas DFW area. The one that was done in Dallas, like, so they were able to collect like 50 desktops, 50 laptops, and 2 pickup truckloads of items, 800 pounds of cables, and 3,000 pounds of miscellaneous e-waste. So that's a lot of e-waste, which
Yeah.
would have gone to landfill, which we were able to avoid. So I am planning to recreate it with the help of Tammy and others here in Grapevine. And based on the success of this one, like, so we are trying to go and then do it in Denton and like Irving. So I want to make sure that like we cover every city that we are able to operate in and then provide the service to the clients.
Well, that is exciting. Yes. And just a big event that we're offering. Again, just reiterating what you had mentioned is on Saturday, the March 26th at the Chamber of Commerce in Grapevine. And it will be in the parking lot from 12:30 to 4:30. So, and this is a great community service that you're offering, Raj, but the fact that it's free, that it's open to the public and to communities. And so I have been sharing, I just started sharing with my clients and collecting, tell them to keep in mind any of the electronic recyclables that they have. So this is a great event. And, something like this, I love it too, that we're going to have the food truck and the refreshments, because it's a party, right? Let's celebrate.
Yeah, like, so I just don't want them to think that it is a chore. Like, so when they come here, like, so I want to make it exciting for them. So that's the idea behind having ice truck for like few hours, just to make it exciting for folks. And then bring your kids to the event. I know that kids will learn something, right? Like, so we are here for our kids, and like, so we are trying to make the world better for our kids. I have a 14-year-old. I don't want him to live in like a crappy world. So I am trying to do my bit to make it better. So, and bring your kids, so that way they will learn a little bit about e-waste and what we should do to recycle and all that stuff. So that's the educational part that I am hoping that we can impart in the society as well.
I love that. And two, I'm glad you mentioned that, because we have also engaged with the Grapevine High School, the Ecology Club students, and that they're going to be participating with us. And this is also very exciting because, as Raj mentioned, this is not only fun, but it's educational, and how we can, as a society, how we can contribute to the ecological, the footprint. And so working with clients, our organizing clients, and partnering with our business partners, such as Junk Luggers, this is a great way. I think this is a great way to serve the community. So, Raj, I know as a professional organizer in working with clients, I find your service invaluable. So I want to just say that the benefit, it outweighs the cost. And when we look at the cost of removing items or trying to hire Johnny down the street that has a little truck and fill it up and take it to the dump and fill it up and take it, you're going to pay as much or more by the time, right? By the time you have gas, you pay for gas and you pay for Johnny's fees and whatever. So I like to say it's all a one-stop shop. And the fact that you all cull through it and from your own experience that what is recyclable, what is donatable, and you already have identified the donation centers. They're familiar with the Junk Luggers, and another benefit that the client gets the receipt.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely wonderful, because that comes in handy at tax time.
And like, so one more plug, like, so for the e-waste event, I know that it can be small items. What we will do is, if folks are amenable to providing their phone number, address, as well as like their contact details, we will send them we will notate like, so what is the items that we got from them, and we will strive to send donation receipts for them as well. Like, so this is over and top of like what we are doing. So it will take an extra step for us. But if folks are ready to provide their information, we will absolutely collect it and make sure that we send the donation receipts even for this event.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's a great comment that you shared, Raj, because I know when I'm taking my clients' donations, just after each trip or something that I've been to their house and I take donations to a donation center, I always ask for that receipt so I can provide that client with that. That's very helpful. Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Raj, I want to thank you so much for being the guest speaker this month. This is Live with the Organizer Coach. And just real quick, we're going to recap with Raj and the Junk Luggers, but also just to please mark your calendars for Saturday, March 26th, 12:30 to 4:30. We'll be over at the Grapevine Chamber of Commerce, and you'll see the big trucks, colorful trucks there in the back parking lot. And it's electronic recyclables. Bring the kids, as Raj mentioned. We're going to make this an educational event, and it'll be it'll be a party. So there'll be a food, some food truck for a while and some refreshments, and just a great way to give back to the community. Anything else you'd like to share, Raj?
No, thank you very much for the opportunity, Tammy, and I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you guys and like so providing this wonderful service. Like, so before coming to this country, I didn't know like, so there was this thing called professional organizers. I didn't know many things because I came 25 years back, but this is a great service, and you guys are providing something invaluable to the customers, and we keep it up. And I think we are trying to do our part as well, like with this franchise.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Raj, before we go, if you'll put your contact information in the chat room.
Absolutely.
And so anyone that has questions, you can either reach out to Raj and he will get back with you. He's very good about responding. Or if you want, you can go through me and I can forward the information to Raj. Either way, the information is there. And so we hope to see you on Saturday, the 26th, 12:30 to 4:30. And you'll see the Junk Luggers truck, and we'll be dancing in the parking lot, collecting all the electronics.
Thank you.
All right.
Really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Raj. We'll talk later.
Talk later. Have a nice evening.
And we'll see you all again on the 4th Tuesday of the month. And we'll be talking about clean sweep organizing. All right. Thank you.